VRL Logistics is the stock on our radar now. Weak numbers by the company. The income has fallen 1.5% and the EBITDA has also just about grown 6.5% for the company this time around. Sunil Nalavadi, the CFO of the company, joins in to give us a sense of how the quarter has shaped up. Mr. Nalavadi, thanks for being with us. You've not seen any growth in your goods transport business. What's been the problem there, and do you expect to see further pressure in the second half?
No, the goods transport segment, the growth is little bit, constant in the current quarter, and mainly on account of the festival season. If you see, compared to last year, this time the festival season moved ahead of almost 1 month. So that has been, since we are dealing with more of a consumer goods, that has been little bit impacted on the volume of the goods transport business. So definitely that will not be the case in the coming quarter.
Okay, what kind of growth are you expecting in the third and the fourth quarters?
Yeah. As initially we told, the volume growth on an annual basis with around 3 to 4% growth as compared to last year. And definitely the realization per ton, in spite of, decreasing in the fuel price and all these things, actually still we are maintaining the realization per ton on a higher basis, say around 5 to 6% higher as compared to the last year. Definitely that trend will be continued in the rest of the year.
But, your growth in the goods business has just not been, showing any kind of traction for the last many quarters. Even if you sort of adjust for the festive season, there's not been much growth. It's largely led by, your bus operations business. When do you expect to see double-digit growth or even high single-digit growth in your goods business?
When we see the first quarter as compared to last year, definitely we did, the double-digit growth, except in the current quarter. The current quarter is mainly on account of, as I said, because of the festival season which moved ahead of almost 1 month. And even agriculture sector, for that effect is, there is no growth in the current year. So these two factors little bit impacted on the volume as well as growth in this segment. Then definitely it will not be the case in the coming quarters.
Okay, you told me that your volume will grow 3 to 4%. How much will revenue grow?
Revenue, see, 5 to 6% realization per ton, then volume will be another 3-4%. So on an overall basis, we are expecting around 10 to 11% growth.
Okay, you will see further improvement in margins, you think, because fuel costs fall?
Yeah, definitely. See, in terms of margin, since even in fuel also we are concentrated on the biofuel diesel. Right now, in the current quarter, we use almost around 36% of our requirement as a biodiesel. It is cost effective by almost 4 to 5 rupees as compared to the normal diesel. And apart from that, since we have given some, high increment to the employees in the current quarter with effect from July 2015, it has been a little bit impacted on the margin. Since the employee cost is a fixed cost, definitely it will not be the case in the coming quarters. So overall, EBITDA margin compared to the current quarter, we will see some improvements.
Your interest costs have gone down quite a bit this time around. What's the debt on the books, and how much do you plan to bring it down by further?
Yeah, as compared to 31st March 2015, we were having outstanding debt of around 430 crores. But as of now, the debt outstanding is in the range of around 270 to 280 crores. Okay. So predominantly it has been reduced. And apart from that, out of the IPO proceeds as well as the internal accruals, we repaid some of the high cost debt. And currently, if we see the average cost of debt in our case, it is in the range of around 10.5 to 11%. As compared to earlier, it was in the range of around 12.5 to 13%. And apart from that, when we see the debt equity ratio, it has been improved from 1.2 times to 0.51 times as of 30th September.
Okay. So what did you say your final margins could be for the full year?
Yeah, definitely, sir. Growth definitely we will maintain, and margin definitely the improvements will be there.
Okay. Now your profit is a little volatile. You did 35 crores, 35.5 crore in the first quarter. Second quarter it falls to about 29 crore. Normally, what's the third, fourth quarter averages? Would it be more like your first quarter performance?
No, always the second quarter, always the results are lesser number because of in bus segment also there will not be any season compared to first quarter or even third and fourth quarter. The bus quarter, for the bus segment, actually this quarter, always it was not a good quarter. But this time we did a better in bus segment. Overall revenue, it has not been increased because of, we are operating with a lesser number of vehicles. But in terms of margin compared to last year, it has been improved drastically.
Okay.
So definitely that is going to help in the third and fourth quarter.
All right, we leave it at that. Thanks for joining us. Well, that's the word coming in from VRL Logistics. But just take